Hello, everybody listening to the Fairweather Podcast. Your boy 2K. So I'm here with Mr. Alex Rodriguez. We are coming at you the last possible day of November. So by the time this comes out, it will be December. The year is going on. I don't know. In your opinion, is the year going on fast or slow?
I would say fast for me. Definitely fast.
I'm trying to think. Has it gone on fast? I mean, I ain't gonna lie. That hurricane that or was it Ian? That felt like 3 weeks ago. That was back in September, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that felt like not that long ago. So yeah, it is going pretty fast. But we've made it. Basically, we made it to December. You know what time it is in December? It's we're getting closer and closer to the college football playoffs. Getting closer and closer to the NFL playoffs. Once that Christmas time comes, that's when the NBA becomes real. Right now, it's like a long ass preseason, and then we got the World Cup going on right now, and we I don't know if you heard, but Mr. Captain America Christian Pulisic sent us to the knockout stage around the 16. Meanwhile, today, Mexico lost. Well, Mexico won, but they lost, so they're not even making it to the knockout stage for the first time in like 44 years, something like that. So, if anybody asks who the best soccer team is in North America, come holler at you, boy.
Right in the middle, man.
You heard what I said, soccer team.
That's true.
I didn't say football team. I said soccer team.
Until we lose, it's soccer, baby.
Until we lose, it's soccer.
It's soccer. I'm all for it, man. I'm truly all for it.
Have you made time to watch the games?
I've watched every game, bro. I haven't missed one game. I have watched every single game. I love soccer and I love the World Cup because you get to see teams showcase their talent, and it's also for their clubs. It's also a chance for them to watch players too and start picking them away from their other clubs on loan. So you get to see a lot of players shine, and there's a lot of players that are shining this World Cup, and I'm loving it.
I just wish Nigeria was playing, man. Like, it's always nice to see the homies out there, but they did too.
It is. Look at Senegal. Senegal is advancing, man. It could be a couple African countries in there.
All right, well, let's say we gonna save our World Cup conversation for before we wrap up the show.
Yeah. Before we jump into things, let's talk some music. Let's talk some quick music, okay?
What you got for me? Because I've not been on anything lately.
So, if you remember a couple weeks back, 21 Savage said Nas is, only relevant.
For the first time in my life, I agree with Kodak Black over anything that 21 Savage ever said. I wanted to punch 21 Savage in the face. It's like you're talking about my brother.
But did you see what happened today?
No, what happened?
Nas and him recorded a song.
No, for real?
One mic, one gun.
No way,
bro. Where you been? Come on, man.
Bro, I've been my job has been taking control of my life over the last couple of weeks, as well as this whole engagement thing. Yo, if you plan on getting engaged, man, like for real, just be ready for everything that comes with it. Because golly, this shit's been crazy. So the combination of that plus my the end of the financial year for my job, I've just been so plugged in and locked away. I don't know what the hell's going on.
But 21 times Nas, one mic, one gun, and it's a good little banger, and it's good for hip hop for that to happen.
Oh man, because I love 21 Savage, man. Like I really do.
I love Nas.
He let me. I love Nas is my guy. I mean, the name of my Twitter handle is Illmatic174. My Twitter name is Illmatic175. It's been there for 10 years. Nas is my guy. He's like semi-Nigerian, so he's Nigerian in my eyes, Mr. Oludara. So, I love Nas, but 21 Savage out of the new guys, not counting J. Cole and shit like that, but I mean like the new age rapper, I like 21 Savage. He I don't know, to me, he's the most real out of all of them. So I was a little disappointed when he said what he said.
I was too, and I'm
happy.
And
of all people to come to Nas' defense, there's a dude from Pompano Beach or Fort Lauderdale, whatever you're from down there. It was him. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, you got it seriously. And Kodak's doing big things, man. So you got to be shout out to Kodak.
Yeah, I like Kodak too. I just want him. He's like can't get right. That's That's always been my name for him. Can't get it right. I just need him to stay out of trouble. But yeah, I like Kodak Black though.
The other thing I got for you, since we're sticking on the music topic, it's that time of the year.
By Apple Music, I'm gonna see what my top. I
Not,
didn't look yet because I'm
I
scared.
have Apple Music, so I don't have a top 5 on that because they don't give you that
They don't get.
opportunity.
Oh yeah, I don't do Spotify. So like,
You don't
I'm
have a
thinking about.
Spotify?
Should I switch to Spotify because it look
No, absolutely
they make
not.
it look so cool.
They do make it look cool, but it's like that one thing, a guy with the signs out there like nobody cares about your top 5 Spotify. But I was gonna say, if you got a Spotify, what's the top 5?
It's not. I don't. I do Apple Music, so Apple Music will still show you. Will still show you like how many hours you listen to music or who you listen to. It's still gonna show you. It doesn't look as presentable as Spotify, but I'll post it. I'll post it. I'm scared to look. If I had to guess, number 1 and number 2 in any order is going to be Nas and DMX. Number 3 is going to be Jay-Z. Number 4 will probably be Jadakiss. Number 5 will probably be Lil Wayne or something like that. If I had to guess,
mine would probably be Nas 1. Number 2 might be Jay-Z. Number 3 might be Kid Cudi. Number 4 might be Kanye, and 5, it's either Benny or Drake right now because of that fucking 21 Savage shit. I've been like nonstop listening at the gym.
I will say though, if anybody had a chance to take the top 2 from DMX or Nas, probably Jay-Z, because ever since like September, I want to say September-ish, October. No, ever since about October. I've been listening. I don't know what's happened to me. I've been on my Jay-Z kick like heavy. Like I've been actually skipping Nas songs. Like, and I never do that. I'm like, I don't feel like hearing Nas. Like, so whatever my mind is in that Jay-Z stage right now, which is probably in that Get Money stage. So which is very, very possible. So my mind's been on some Jay-Z. And I'm not gonna say ever since I got back on my Jay-Z kick these last couple months, I've been killing it at work. Jay-Z makes you want to work hard.
That's all that matters, man. That's all that matters.
It makes me want to work.
Let's get into some sports. Dive on in.
Hey man, I'm gonna give you the floor, man. It's time for you to brag. So we obviously last week was Thanksgiving, so we didn't have a show. But if you watch football or TV or anything, you saw that the Cougar hunter, Zach Wilson, clearly doesn't care about his defense. And they asked him, did you feel like you let down the defense? And the man smug. No. Basically, next question. I was like, oh, okay, second-year player.
Accountability, man. Accountability, because the defense is doing their thing.
So, and with that being said, in comes Mike White. The floor is yours.
First off, get it straight. Hall of Famer.
Hall of Fame, my bad.
Hall of Famer Mike White.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
USF Mike White. Yeah, man, it's the same thing I've been preaching all year. Zach Wilson ain't the answer. I told you that from the get-go.
Right. It's crazy how drastically different it looks, though.
It really doesn't to me. Like, you can tell when you have all the pieces to win and you're missing something. How often do we preach teams are a win away from a quarterback change or something like that?
A quarterback away from winning.
A quarterback away from winning. There you go. How many times we preach? I'm not saying that Mike White is the second coming of Brett Favre but he
could he be?
He plays well when you need him to play, and either him or Joe Flacco until the 4 games in the season was like top 3 in passing yards. I wouldn't be mad with Flacco either. But
Flacco's a Super Bowl winning quarterback, so I give to me Flacco. It's expected him to have some good games and some bad games. Mike White is a 5th round draft pick from the university. Now he didn't graduate from USF, but of all schools to start off at as a quarterback was USF.
We're happy for that. We can give him that because he's still wearing green. So I'm happy for it. That's what I honestly wanted, either him or Joe Flacco to be starting. Because after I saw that press conference, I lost all respect for Zach.
I lost everything.
And I think right away it put a bad taste in the team's mouth. And the last thing you want is turmoil in the locker room. And I think Salah handled it right. He said, we're going to get Mike White. We're going to see what we get out of him, and we're going to put him in, and did great. Didn't really beat around the bush. Said Zach's going to handle it like a man, do his thing, but had to happen. It had to happen because we're losing games because of him. I'm not going to lie. We are losing games because of him. It's not the O-line. It's not the running game. It's not the receivers. It's not the defense. It's Zach Wilson not able to convert on third down or get at least 10 yards. He can't even do it. And he can't close down in the red zone. He's horrible at it.
Bro, his stat line that last game was 9 for 22 for like less than 100 yards, something like that.
He threw for negative 24 yards in the second half.
Bro, who does that? And then to make matters worse, the very next week, Kirk Cousins on Thanksgiving lights up the Patriots. This same Patriots defense. It's not like anything changed. Kirk Cousins comes in, lights up the whole shit.
but that's Kirk Cousins. That's more.
Kirk Cousins doesn't play well in primetime games. And he looked like the next coming of. He looked like the next coming of Tom Brady.
we can sit here and nitpick at Kirk Cousins, but Kirk Cousins wins games, and that's why they got the same record as y'all. So
no, they don't. They lost 2 games. We only lost 1. Stop playing. Don't disrespect the Philadelphia Eagles now. Don't you dare disrespect.
I think the Vikings have lost 1 game.
No, they're 9-2. Come on, man. They lost to the Cowboys 40-3.
Oh.
And then they lost to us.
Okay. All right. So
damn, disrespecting my damn Eagles, huh?
Hey, chill, man.
Nobody wants to see us be successful.
I want to see you be successful. Chill out, relax, man. I'm rooting for y'all. But yeah, the Jets, they got it right. The only gripe I have now with them is like, why'd you trade for James Robinson? That's my only thing now. It's like, if you're gonna healthy scratch him, and he came out today and was like, I'm a little bit pissed that they healthy scratch me when I'm healthy to play. I came here to, get the opportunity.
What y'all give up?
The Jets still. We still on the Jets.
No. What did y'all give up though?
I don't know what we gave up.
I don't think y'all gave up anything that was that pricey. So
doesn't matter. We went and got a starting caliber running back or someone to complement. What's his name? Michael Carter, and you healthy scratch him, and we put in the rookie, who don't get me wrong, had an amazing game night. Never heard of this kid. Never thought he'd do anything, but he gets 100 and something all-purpose yards and a touchdown. So, can't be mad at the kid.
I don't watch, no offense, I don't be watching all y'all games and shit, right?
But as a fan, I'm telling you, that's the only gripe I have this week with the Jets is like, you can't go and trade something for it, because you, at the end of the day, you did lose something. You gave away a pick to bring in a player.
But that happens all through the NFL, though. They be shuffling through running back. They be shuffling through running backs like.
And it's James Robinson. He's
like
not
cards.
If he's hurt, then that's another story.
Melvin Gordon,
he's not even hurt.
Melvin Gordon has been scoring double-digit touchdowns and all this shit for years.
Melvin Gordon is a headache, though, bro. Like, you
can a headache. He fumbled the ball a couple times, and they got rid of him. He's like, they got rid of him like he was a kicker who missed 3 field goals.
Bro, you're off the topic now. We can talk about Melvin Gordon. We can talk about my team. Melvin Gordon is a whole nother subject, bro. But my team, all I'm saying is that we have a plethora of running backs. We have we have Ty Johnson. We have this guy Knight. We have Michael Carter, and we have James Robinson now. So anybody can do this job, obviously. I understand that. It's next man up. But next man up in my book should be James Robinson. And you're going to take him out of the equation now, which is a little bit strange to me. So I don't know. What do I preach to you all the time is that having a content locker room where everybody's in sync together.
It worked.
And
I watched everyone's body language compared to last week. Everybody was in a good. Garrett Wilson was in a very good mood. Elijah Moore is reborn. It worked.
Oh, the receivers better be in a good mood, because now they have a quarterback that can actually throw the ball, as opposed to Zach Wilson, who's too tiny to look over the O-line and too scared to throw the ball, and very inaccurate. So that's my only gripe. Defense looked great. Everybody did their job. Mike White won Player of the Week. I'm okay with it. So he won like Airman of the Week or something like that, I guess.
Man, bullshit award. Jalen Hurts.
Shit, man.
Jalen Hurts won NFC Player of the Week, though. I know that. Jalen Hurts. Because damn, it hurts. And with that being said, it's my turn to brag. Before I get to the NFL, let me just start with the University of Michigan because what the two of us have in common. We
What's
have
that?
a guy in the media who loves both of our teams. Rich Eisen is a
Oh,
Michigan
Rich Eisen,
alum
he
and a
is in.
Jets fanatic. And when they doing their shit, Mr. Rich Eisen matches the energy that I was on, and he matches the energy that you were on when the Jets do well. So like, I understand. Like, we lost to Ohio State. Like, it felt like 20 years in a row. It was bad. Okay, like it was a bad time, right? And last year, we beat them in the big house. So we had a squad last year, so it was expected. To me, it was expected last year. This year, going into Ohio State, man, they gave us no shot. And we went in there, and if you look behind me, we planted that flag on the O in Ohio State. We planted the flag there after we whooped that ass. So I just want to say, go blue. All right. I'm feeling
Watson.
because I can't count on USF, my alma mater, to make me happy. The basketball team sucks. The football teams won one game this year, one game against who was it, Howard or FAMU, against an HBCU. That was it. We could not play anybody that had equal or around the same competition level of talent as us. It's terrible. So, but the University of Michigan, 12-0. I love it. We got Purdue this weekend. Knock on wood. We're gonna play well, hopefully, and get ourselves another chance at the college football playoffs. With that being said, it's time to move on to the NFL because I gave you the floor to brag a little bit. It's my turn to brag a little bit because God, the Eagles, man, they're such a team. Like, if you're not an Eagles fan, but you just watch our games, they're fun to watch. We do things our way, and it all comes from Nick Sirianni. Like, he's a weird dude, right? But we just took on his personality, like Dan Campbell, crazy rah weird dude, but they just took on his personality to the point in which now Jamal Williams is the featured back of that running back group instead of DeAndre Swift because Jamal Williams matches Coach Campbell a lot more than DeAndre Swift does. So to me,
But Jamal Williams has a lot of heart too, man. I if anybody in the NFL
so
has a
does
lot
Dan
of heart,
Campbell.
yeah,
That's the
exactly.
thing; they match each other. They're very like
We always said that it's his illegitimate son too, so probably.
it's possible. But yeah, so like we've been doing it on the ground, we're doing it in the air, we've been doing it with special teams, we're doing it with defense. But this time, against Mr. Aaron Rodgers, the bad man that he is, who's pushing
You knocked
40.
him out too, and you knocked him out.
Yeah. Just like the Phillies sent Pujols into retirement. I was like, damn, we might have sent Aaron Rodgers into early retirement too. The man said he couldn't breathe. I was like, golly, what did we do to him? But I'm just happy that we were, the way we ran the football, that is the most demoralizing thing to for the defense. To get ran on every single play, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 15, it didn't matter. We run the football, and you cannot stop us. 357 whatever rushing yards. That is embarrassing. Like, for real, in the NFL, it wasn't like it was a Big East. I mean, a SEC team versus USF. It was two NFL teams that went against each other. So I'm very proud of the Eagles. The injury buzz is starting to get to us a little bit, though. We have the chance to activate Jordan Davis pretty soon. But with that being said, we sent CJ Gardner-Johnson to the locker room with lacerated kidney, which is pretty scary if you can imagine getting a lacerated kidney playing sports. But I like where we're headed. We got Tennessee next. AJ Brown gets a little okay, I get to see y'all again. So I hope we whoop that ass. But Tennessee's tough. So Tennessee's tough. We're gonna see. If I had any gripes with the Eagles right now, we gotta stop the run a lot better. That's getting Jordan Davis back will be huge. But the combination of a healthy Jordan Davis, Linval Joseph, the Ndamukong Suh, Fletcher Cox, Josh Sweat.
It's not even funny. I get it,
Oh,
bro.
a D line. Okay, so and that's how we won
He's
our
got
Super Bowl.
linebackers right behind them.
And, yo, TJ Edwards is a dog, dog, dog. And then what's his name? Hassan Reddick is a dog. Kazir White is a yo. I
I
love
think
Howie Roseman. Even though every time I watch leading Pro Bowl vote getter right now, Justin Jefferson, even though every time I watch him play and I get really sad, I'm like, all right, Howie, you made up for it. Like Howie had to do what he did, or I would not have forgiven him for that bullshit mistake that he made. But either way, it's starting to click. We got to. I just hope that we're healthy in January, and then we can take it from there. You think? I know for a fact that we should be able to make the playoffs. What do you? How you feeling about your chances?
Next two games are going to be tough for us because we got to play Buffalo and Minnesota. Then we've got like 3 AC games after that. I think Jacksonville. Actually, that last game of the season is Miami, so that's going to be tough too. But we got Jacksonville, and I forget who the other team is, and there's some scrub team that we should be able to beat. But I'm optimistic, and I've seen things happen in the NFL with it. Like this team has shocked me already, so I'm on the bandwagon. Make the playoffs. If not, like you had a really good run this year. I'm happy, and I hope that Joe Douglas takes part in your boy's masterclass because he did
Fly
have.
Eagle slide, bro. Hey, you learn from the best.
Hey, all I can say is his masterclass was in the draft, so I can't be mad at that. Everybody that he drafted has panned out so far, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, y'all got the Bills at the Bills. You got the
Yeah,
Lions, which will be super gritty. You got the Jags, which is still kind of tough. You got the Seahawks, Geno Smith, and then you got the Dolphins. So
yeah.
it's gonna be
Geno scares me because I know he has blood. He smells blood in the water, so
it's gonna be a little roller coaster. We'll see. We'll see. All
I
right,
think
now that
there's
I
my
mean,
flights there.
we're obviously in the NFL right now. We're talking about playoff chances. But, kind of keeping that same energy. I want to look at some of the division right now, the division leaders, to see who we trust and who we don't have that much confidence in as the season goes on. So obviously, we're talking about the Eagles. If you wanted to keep, I already gave my piece. How do you feel? I mean, and be real with me.
I'm being real.
Dallas, Dallas is good.
Dallas is
Dallas is
good.
good. So, in New York, it's not going to be as good anymore. All the injuries in Washington, Washington plays their ass off, bro. Like, they've been playing their ass off. So,
Your division is competitive, but I still give it to the Eagles right now. I just feel like they're too talented. Like everything, if we were to have the Cowboys roster last year, then I would maybe lean a little more to the Cowboys. But
yeah,
everybody on your team is good, bro. Like at every position, they are good. So I got a leg up on the Eagles still to win it, but Dallas is definitely going to sneak into the playoffs.
we're not sneak. They're gonna get it. They're going to bulldoze their way into the playoffs because the team is good. Like I'll give them that. Like, what's Jerry Jones did not get in the way too much.
Well, we'll see if they get Odell. Let's see what happens with Odell.
But all right, let's take it there then, right? If the Cowboys get Odell, how much does that change their trajectory?
You get a guy
Coming off of an ACL injury.
Yeah, I I don't know the trajectory. I still give it to the Eagles still. Like you guys have had momentum the entire season. Who am I to say that the Cowboys, because what they have 3 losses?
Yeah, three.
Three? Like you still
Eight
got to
and
look
three.
up. You guys
Or
are
yeah,
you're
seven,
kicking ass and taking names. You beat the Cowboys once already, right?
yeah. We did. We play them
Exactly.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah. So my money's still on the Eagles still. I mean, if they get Odell, that's good because they need another receiver. Because CD Lamb is a one, but I still think he still has time to, kind of butt into that right now. And Michael Gallup as a 2 and whoever else is out there is just not cutting it for him. So it's been a running back show mostly and tight end show when
It's been a
present.
because I'm looking at it right now. It's been a combination. Like we both of us have played 11 games. We've scored 303 points. They've scored 279. but they've given up only 187. We've given up 216. So the defense is playing pretty well. I think with us, we turned the ball. We forced turnovers a lot. So that's kind of what our calling card is. We force turnovers. We can run the football, and we don't turn the ball over. Like Jalen Hurts only has 3 interceptions on the year. So,
That's good.
I'll if you're asking for my level of confidence, I'm confident. I'm confident. Cautious. I'm always cautiously pessimistic, but I'm cautiously confident. Just assuming that we go into the thing healthy, then I'm all right. We're good. We're good. But losing C.J. Gardner-Johnson for a few is going to be a few weeks before he's back. So that hurts a little bit. We got this kid Blankenship from I forgot what college, Middle Tennessee. He plays safety. He is a Caucasian male. He just want to make sure I put that out there for you.
He's gonna be burnt, bro. Get rid of
But
that.
he got an interception. He's an unsigned. He's an unsigned free agent, though. We didn't. Nobody drafted him, but hey, he got an interception this weekend. So,
We'll see.
hey, I'm gonna trust my boy Blankenship. And what's my boy's name?
Anyway. All right, I'm sticking with the Eagles, bro. Like, no matter what they get.
Let's keep it in NFC. Number one in the NFC North, Minnesota Vikings. They're 9-2. Ain't nobody got a shot to catch.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the Vikings. Aaron Rodgers is not looking hot right now, and I think every time that they do bad, they have to fix what's going on, and I think they know they need to get a receiver. So get a receiver, boys.
It's really crazy how this dude was number one in the NFC 2 years in a row, had the MVP 2 years in a row, lost embarrassingly 2 years in a row. They lose Devontae Adams, and now they're one of the worst teams in the NFL. So it was like, was it Devontae? Was it Aaron? You know what I mean? And we know Aaron's that guy, but damn, he's falling off a cliff. It's incredible to see that. But yeah, now with that being said, to take it another step, we obviously know Minnesota can probably win that division. Is going to win that division. How much faith do you have in Minnesota when they make it to the playoffs, though?
Oh, I got faith in them. It's a good team.
Okay,
it's a good team.
Okay,
you and them and the Eagles are the only two teams that I think are kind of
all right. All right, then let's get to the next division. What about the 49ers in the NFC West?
I'll kick myself in the nuts now. The Rams, I'm done with the Rams.
Yes.
I'm done with the Rams.
Thank you. And we have a segment on the Rams. We're going to get to the Rams, but
everybody is literally jumping off the Rams ship right now, and everybody's getting hurt, and everyone's going in surgery. They're not going to be good. They're not making the playoffs.
They're 3-8 right now. They might not win a game for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
And I don't want to talk about the Rams right now because we're going to get to the Rams. But you said the only two teams you trust are the Eagles and the Vikings. Well, the 49ers are leading this division.
I'm more scared of those two teams than the 49ers. 49ers are probably...
What is it about the 49ers you don't like? Because to me, that's outside of quarterback, that's the most complete team in the NFL.
I don't give a shit about the quarterback. It's just something. They wow you, and then when it comes time to show, they fizzle away. They lose somehow. So I don't know. I feel like with the Rams not being present this year, this should be their time to do something. But I'm more scared of the Vikings. I'm more scared of the Eagles than I am the 49ers. But they'll win that division, no problem.
All right, so you don't think the Seahawks can keep up with them?
No, if not, they'd be sneaky.
Because now the Seahawks are 6-5, and the 49ers are 7-4. Elijah Mitchell's out again for the next 46 weeks, which means a lot more McCaffrey. Huh?
They got 8 running backs.
He just got back, and he's already out. But McCaffrey's still there, obviously. And they're gonna it's San Francisco. They're gonna find a running back off the street if they have to. But you don't think Geno and them can at least keep it close and try to close that gap?
They could, but I'm sticking with the 49ers still.
All right.
I said sneaky into the playoffs would be the Seahawks.
Sneaky. Yeah, that would be sneaky because they kind of came back to earth. even though they still look like a good football team. Like I love what I saw against the Raiders, like that. Even though the Raiders were able to pull that one out in overtime because Josh Jacobs fantasy numbers, Jesus Lord.
Thank
Because
you.
if it was outside of Josh Jacobs, the Seahawks should have won that game. Let's be real. So I'll give them their credit. All right, now the worst division of football, being led by Thomas Edward Patrick Brady at 5-6. Yo, at 5-6, only
They
a
lost.
game ahead of the Falcons and only a game and a half ahead of the Panthers and the Saints. How much faith do you have in the Bucks? Period.
As long as Tom Brady's there, I have faith in the man. Like
that I'm sorry, that doesn't work for me anymore.
it does.
We've been
It's
saying that all year. I've not
it's,
seen
it's
anything
the
that was good to
O
Tom Brady.
line. It's the O line. It is not Tom's fault, man. It's the O line. The O line is bad. Now you lose Wirfs, so that's gonna hurt them even more.
So he's the
I
only quarterback to ever have a bad O line.
I'm not
I
saying that.
literally watched Joe Burrow carry his team to the Super Bowl last year with the
Bro,
even
Joe
worse
Burrow's
O-line.
20-something years old, bro. Tom Brady's damn near 40. Okay, it's different.
He's
They
the
get
GOAT, right?
Bro, I had to watch 20 years of him literally ass rape my team. Okay, I know
Is
what
he
he's
the GOAT?
capable of. He's capable of. Okay, just
So overcome this shit.
all I care about is what was his record in the divorce before this happened? Well, there's one loss there. He's 2-1 in the divorce. So get used to it,
They
boys.
lost to Jacoby Brissett.
I know.
They had the lead in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes to go, which he's never lost a game with doing that, and they still failed.
I picked the Saints. Picked the Saints to win this division, and the Saints are making me look like an asshole right now. So,
but they're only a game and a half back.
I really don't care about the division, bro. The division is whack, man.
Who do you have? So you have the most faith out of that division in the Bucks. Ah, man, that's tough, man. All right, for me, I have to say that, right? Yo, you know what's crazy? Within that division, they're the worst team in that division. Why do I say that? Well, not really, but they've only scored 200 points. The Falcons 272, the Panthers 230, the Saints 249. The Saints even have more points. The Saints have nothing. 249. The only thing they got going from is that they're giving up the least points at 203. So the defense is playing well.
Defense is playing fine. But
then they get tired. They get gassed in the second half.
We called it in the beginning of the season. There's something going on in Tampa, and it don't smell right. But they're still at the top of the division, man.
Still don't smell right.
It still don't smell right, man. Like there's identity. Like Leonard Fournette is fizzled out of the offense now. Like why is?
Well, he's hurt.
Oh, he's hurt. I thought he was.
Yeah, he's hurt. He's hurt. Even though I did say when he got hurt, I was like, "Yo, the Bucks want him to be hurt because I'm pretty sure they love Rachaad White because that's been like their little darling all summer long and all the winter." So,
yeah.
But if I had to choose any of those teams, I mean, the Falcons. I mean, Kyle Pitts is going IR for the rest of the year now. How much faith can I have in the Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield experiment? And then the Saints, who to me, they're still right there. They just find ways to lose close games. And it blows my mind that they don't let my boy James get that starting quarterback roll back.
I don't get it. I don't get that either.
They disrespected him. Like, he said, I lost my job due to injury. I should have a chance to get it back. He should, because Andy Dalton's good, but he's not good. Jameis Winston's good, but he's not good. But Jameis Winston is a lot more exciting to watch.
And you pay to get him. You paid him.
Jameis is the guy that y'all decided to go to the future with. And then, man, I don't like that. But we're gonna get to our pickups later. But 4-8 Saints are playing a 5-6 Bucks on Monday Night Football. That game just got a lot bigger, and their records are both under 500, which is insane. But we'll get to that a little bit later. All right, let's jump to the AFC. Let's do our little faith meter. We'll start with your division. So the top of your division right now, mathematically, it's the Dolphins, but the Bills they're both 8-3. So the Bills and the Dolphins are 8-3, Jets 7-4, Patriots 6-5. All y'all above 500, looking like the NFC East. Who do you have? So given that the Dolphins are at the top of the division, not answer the question.
The Bills aren't who I thought they were.
The Bills, because the Dolphins beat the Bills, right? Yeah. They got the tiebreaker. I mean, they got the tiebreaker right now.
We got to play the Bills this week. We'll see how I feel.
Y'all don't play them this week. I'll play them next week.
Who do we play this week? Is it Minnesota?
Y'all bye week.
No, we're not. We had our bye week. This is the week before last. We had a bye week.
You're not playing this week.
We are playing this week.
You're not playing this week.
We're playing this week. Yes.
Well,
we are.
You play the Vikings. My bad.
Yeah. Okay. I know my shit.
I know my shit. All right, y'all play the Vikings. That's an L. Since that's who you trust the most.
Three teams are going to make it from the division to the playoffs.
Oh, nah, I don't think so.
I think so.
I'll call it 2. That's it. I don't know if I'm putting y'all in that too, but anyway, give me your faith. How much faith do you have? All right, separate them. Dolphins and Bills. Who do you have the most faith in right now? Because you talk shit about the Bills too.
I know. I hate the Bills, and oh god, I hate the Dolphins too. I would say I have more faith in the Bills. The Bills are just more complete. They've lost some games, like not because they got blown out, just because close games and not like anything crazy.
But you know what the Dolphins can say? They lost all those games when Tua wasn't playing quarterback.
I don't care what you play.
Tua is undefeated.
Tua is undefeated. That's good.
Tua is having an MVP-like season. Josh Allen, I've seen him fold a few times this year.
I have to, but
I gotta say, the Dolphins have impressed me.
The Dolphins have impressed me too. Don't get me wrong. I take back everything I said. I said they won't make the playoffs, and they're going to make the playoffs. So trust me, there's a lot of I'm sorry's I'm giving out this year.
No, you gotta write a book at the end of the year.
Yeah, man.
You gotta do your New Year's resolutions to be a better human. You gotta be better.
I'm a good human. I just wanted the Dolphins to implode with all these stupid signings and shit, man.
But it works. Real talk.
It works, and I'm happy to see
Dolphins management, man. It worked.
See, you asked me what the question is, and then you grill me for all my answers. So, like, what do you want from me,
Pick
man?
a team.
I told you the Bills.
You picked the Bills, and I'm telling you why
the Dolphins. There's a gun in your head right now, and it's loaded, and you can't say pull the trigger, and they say Dolphins or Bills. Who are you picking right now?
Where's the game being played?
Doesn't matter. You gotta. He's pulling on the trigger right now. Bills or Dolphins right now. It's in the back. It's in your backyard.
Yo, I guess it's the end, bro. They're about to shoot me. I don't know, dog.
Pull the fucking trigger.
I don't know, man. Like, for real, conventional wisdom should say the Bills. We don't know what's up with Von Miller's knee. The Bills keep dealing with injuries left and right. And at the end of the day, the Bills are a cursed franchise because the 4 straight Super Bowl. I've never seen that in my life. 4 straight losses in the Super Bowl, bro. That's crazy. It's hard enough to make the Super Bowl. They got there 4 times in a row. Could not get one. So, to me, I look at the Bills as like one of those franchises that somehow they just can't get right. So, and the Dolphins, honestly, I mean, even with Brian Flores, they didn't have the same level of talent there. I mean, Tyreek Hill wasn't there. They didn't have all these running backs, so obviously the talent level has risen. But even when Brian Flores was there, I'm like, yo, it's a formidable team. They just needed to add some talent and a little offensive makeup to it, and they look good. Now they do give up they've given up 256 points this year. For context, y'all have only given up 196. The Bills are giving up 199. And the Patriots only 202. So y'all are within 7. Meanwhile, the Dolphins are giving up 256. So the problem I have with the Dolphins is that if it's a shootout, I don't like it. Now, if it's a Dolphins shootout, I probably take the Bills if they're healthy. I probably would take the Bills if they're healthy, but I just don't know if I can trust their health. So if the Dolphins are at the top of the division, and I have to say my level of comfort with them, I'm a little comfortable, but I see what's behind me. Like, I know The Bills are there. I know the Jets are there, and
The whole the
I know
whole
the Patriots are there.
the whole division is knocking on the door right
Yeah,
now.
nobody's going to sleep in that division. So
Mhm.
if I I got 51% confidence in the Dolphins,
Okay.
51%, and then 49% in the Bills. No, if I don't think y'all gonna win the division. Uh, but
Who us?
yeah, I don't think y'all gonna
Oh,
win the
no, I
division.
think the division. I think we're sneaking to
But
the
y'all
so.
only a game back. And if y'all no, y'all only half a game back because you beat both the Bills and the Dolphins. So if y'all miraculously beat the Vikings and they both lose, y'all number one in the division again. So
Don't get me excited, bro. Like,
hey,
chill.
your
It's
toes are in
World
the
Cup
water,
time for
right?
me right now. It's World Cup time for me right now. So
All right, let's move on. And then the Patriots were just no, they don't got it right. They good.
they beat us twice. So
They got something. Well, they got your number. That's different. They could go 2-15, but they gonna beat you
next division. Come
until
on.
Bill Belichick retires. At least. All right. The complicated AFC North. We got 2 7-4 teams and 2 4-7 teams. We obviously know the Ravens and the Bengals are good. The Browns could get better with Hobie returning this weekend, and the Steelers. It's a rookie quarterback, young team. So I'll leave out the Steelers. I'll leave out the Browns to win a division, but obviously we got the Bengals and the Ravens tied at the top. Mathematically, right now the Ravens are number one, but yeah, we just want to talk about those two teams. So between those two, who you got?
You're gonna go on Lamar, bro. Even though he has an injury bug that he's dealing with right now. I'm sticking with
I don't
Ravens.
continue.
I'm sticking with the Ravens, man. I like the team. And yeah, they lost last week on a
What do
heartbreak.
you like though? That's my question. What is it about that team that you like? Because I only like Lamar Jackson, honestly.
I like the head coach. I like Lamar Jackson. The defense should be better than the way they play. I don't get the
That's the
defense.
problem.
And the previous 3 weeks they played very, very well. This last week they lost in a heartbreak to Jacksonville. So that defense should be playing a lot better. I know Kyle Hamilton will be back. We'll see what type of impact he makes. Them Notre Dame boys, there's some real good hardcore hitters out there from
Hey, but
Notre
we talk
Dame.
about Kyle Hamilton. If the Eagles couldn't get Jordan Davis, well, I actually wanted Kyle Hamilton over all those players. So yeah.
I didn't want him, but yeah, I got my money in on the Ravens to win that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to disagree with you as
Okay.
much as I don't want to because I picked the Ravens to make the Super Bowl. I don't even know if I can confidently say that anymore because I do believe that at their best, the Ravens should easily right now be like, what are they, 7-4 right now? They should be 9-2, maybe 10-1. They've been up by by two scores in every single one of those games that they lost. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. And you have a coach like you have, like Harbaugh is a good, he's a good coach, right? But like I would understand this from a rookie coach or Nathaniel Hackett if they're losing those kind of games all the time. We're talking about a Super Bowl winning coach, you know what I mean? And if they haven't figured it out now, I don't know if they're going to figure it out this season, where they don't know how to hold on to those big leads anymore. Lamar is playing fine, but somehow that defense in the second half, they just be giving up everything, especially in that fourth quarter. You just watch them get destroyed every fourth quarter. I mean, Trevor Lawrence, uh, what's his name? The Dolphins quarterback did it.
Tua.
Uh, Tua. I mean, name them. They've all they just find a way to just lose those fourth quarters. Meanwhile, man, I got to give the Bengals credit, man. I really thought between the Rams and the Bengals, I thought the Bengals would be the team that will revert back to normal and not make the playoffs this year. To me, the Bengals look like one of the better teams in the AFC. Joe Burrow is really him.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. We don't talk about that man's name in any negative light in my presence. Joe Burrow is him for real. I love the relationship that he has with that team. You can just tell they're ride or die. Like the
Yeah.
little ride or die they did for Mike White for y'all. they will run through whatever y'all need to run through for Joe Burrow, and they love him. So he has a control on that on both sides of the football, and they play well. So I picked. They're on a 3-game winning streak right now, and I picked the Ravens to win that division and make it to the Super Bowl. If I'm allowed to change my pick on both of those, I like the Bengals to win this division, honestly. And it's not even a slight on Lamar. I love Lamar. It's just that team. There's just something off. There's just something off about that team, and they're about to hopefully, for the sake of my Ravens fans, because Shaw at Stanford stepped down. Their offensive coordinator, whose name escapes my mind right now, they reached out to him. Greg, what is it? Greg Roman, whatever his name is.
Greg Roman.
It's gonna kill me if I don't know his name. Baltimore OC. Yeah, Greg Roman. I already do. So he got reached out for that Stanford job. It would be a blessing in disguise if he leaves this team, because to me he's holding them back. And I'm going to ride with the Bengals for that division though.
Okay.
It's just, I don't know. There's just something off for me. And then the Browns. We'll get to the Browns. All right, next team. AFC South. Your beloved Colts. Your beloved Colts are now 4-7-1.
Titans. I don't care, bro. Titans.
The Titans got that right.
Yeah.
No
Titans.
conversation there.
Next one. I don't care. That division's horrible.
Hey, you're ride or die Colts.
Not anymore, man. Stop.
Jeff Saturday had one good week, and then he don't know how to manage the clock on Monday Night Football. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Do you want to win this game or not? All right. And in the last division, my new Super Bowl AFC pick, the Kansas City Chiefs and the AFC West. Now, prior to this season, now that we've made it this far, everyone thought that was going to be the toughest division in football. It's not even close. It's the Chiefs and the field. So we riding with the Chiefs on this one.
Absolutely, bro. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes. That's my MVP. I don't care. Like that's the MVP right there, dog. Jalen Hurts could go win every game for the rest of the year, and I love him. But Mahomes, man, he is Himothy University. Like he gets it for me. All right, let's get a little messy right now. We're gonna keep it in the NFL. Some messy topics, controversial stuff.
Oh man.
What do you call that? What's that? TMZ? It's a little TMZ shit. All right, let's start with Deshaun Watson.
Oh.
First game back. After what, 2 years? It feels like yo, it's crazy. When we first started this show, was when he first said he wanted to trade. And he has not played a football game since then. And we're on episode, what, 78, 79?
Yeah.
78? Bruh, that's crazy to me, right? But he's back. First of all, I want to know what you think. What kind of lifeblood can you put in that Browns team? Do you think it's possible they can make the playoffs? We'll give you the schedule in a second. And what am I supposed to make of these 10 girls, 10 of his accusers showing up to the game to go watch him play like that? But I'll pull up the schedule. I'll give you the floor.
I think it's a big step up for them to get him back on the field. I don't care, bro. The kid, the Browns. Oh, they're a headache, man. I hate talking about them. I love Myles Garrett and I like Nick Chubb. And I love Amari Cooper, bro. I love that everyone's like, oh, he's not gonna have a good year. And Amari Cooper's like under the radar, like having a great year. And
yeah, it's crazy actually.
He looks like he doesn't like to play the game, but oh my God.
That's the problem I have with him.
He looks like it. He's
especially for an Alabama quarterback. I mean, Alabama wide receiver that played under Nick Saban, right? Like, come on, it's different.
I think that's just his demeanor, bro. Like, I've always respected Amari Cooper. I always thought he was a dog, and I thought Dallas was dumb for getting rid of him. But I think Deshaun Watson is what they need to put the spark plug back into the team. At least for the quarterback. From a quarterback point of view.
You don't think Jacoby did enough?
It was just against the Bucks, bro. Like every other game, he's looked like ass. He hasn't looked good. It's been Nick Chubb running that offense the entire time.
But we've been saying that for years.
I know, but we all know that now you've got a capable arm and Deshaun Watson and a mobile quarterback at that, something that the Browns haven't really had in a while.
Baker was semi-mobile.
Semi-mobile, but not
Johnny
like
Manziel was pretty damn mobile.
but Johnny Manziel was not good. So but then again, that team around him was kind of like mediocre too. So
No,
uh
Johnny Manziel was a drug addict. That was the problem.
yeah, that's it.
He did have what's his name? Josh Gordon. Wait, no, was it him?
Josh Gordon's also a drug addict too, so yeah.
Hey, match made in heaven.
Exactly. Uh, uh, it's just a weird subject because it's Deshaun Watson, man, and I mean everybody deserves a second chance. That's where I'm at with everything. Like everyone deserves a second chance. Um, People can change. Look at Michael Vick. You wanted to crucify him for all his shit, and he came back, and then everybody loved him again. I think unless there's something else we don't know, I think this is a good way to allow him to play the game, get him back in there, make him say his apologies. We've done all that already, but I think it's good for the Browns. You paid all this money for the guy. Let's see what you get out of him now.
But what about his rust?
About his what?
His rust. I mean, he hasn't played 2 years.
It's going to be rusty, I'm sure, but I mean, he's young. He's not like 40 years old or anything like that, or in his 30s. He's still in his 20s. He's got no major injuries on him, so he'll be okay. They got a good O-line. They got Nick Chubb there. If shit goes to hell, you just give it a Chubb or throw a little past the Hunt.
That's the key. That's the key.
Dude, Nick Chubb is never hurt, and I appreciate him for that.
Especially for a Georgia kid, like they always get all of them get hurt.
Yeah, they got miles on him, man. But
Yeah, exactly.
No, but I think Deshaun Watson would be fine there. What's the lineup look like for them? I don't know if they can get into the playoffs. It'll be sneaky if they do.
They got the Texans for his first game back.
When
they're at the Bengals.
Tough.
They're home for the Ravens.
Tough.
They're home for the Saints Christmas Eve. They're at Washington on New Year's Day. And then they're at Pittsburgh to close out the season. I think they're too far behind, personally.
I think you said they're 4-7, right?
They're 4-7.
Yeah, they're done.
They're too far behind, right?
Because
there's 6
they have to win
left.
every game.
They would have to win 5 of those 6 games to even have a chance.
I would say so too.
The Bengals and Ravens, it's possible, honestly.
Anything is possible in the NFL, bro. Like literally anything is possible. It really is. But I think they're too far back.
Yeah, I'll call. Yeah, I'll call. And just to give you my perspective before,
I want to see if there's rapport there. If there's rapport there with him and Amari Cooper, and Jalen making what's that guy you like that went to Michigan? Peoples Jones actually looked like a number 2. If you can do something with him, then
Njoku too. Njoku too. Man, he's a big part of the offense. I mean, he can dump it off to Kareem Hunt too. I mean, personally, the rust will be there though. That's the thing. Like I know it will be there. He has been allowed to practice for the last month. I think since October. I forgot the exact date. So he has been allowed to practice with the team. So rapport, yeah. I mean, yeah, maybe. But like rapport is one thing in practice. You're not playing against anybody else but yourself. When it's a live game,
are these guys going to run through a wall for him like the Bengals would do for Joe Burrow?
We don't know that yet because this is not his team. Like the Bengals, that's his team. This is Myles Garrett's team and Nick Chubb's team. This is not the Joe Burrow. That's his team. Even with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and all that.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, it's definitely his. But yeah, it's Myles Garrett's and on offense, it's Nick Chubb's team. I get it.
So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I mean, for me, I think they are too far back. I think the rust will be a factor. I think they'll beat the Texans. Then that Bengals game is what we will really see because that's theoretically Joe Burrow versus Deshaun Watson. Take all the controversy aside, that sounds like a magical football game. and then following it up with Lamar Jackson versus Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Like that sounds like magical football, but we're gonna see. The rest is where that's where I'm gonna have an issue with. Like 2 years, 2 years, like that's a long time, but not playing quarterback. Like you could be on the safety, like what's his name? What that came back from the Super Bowl last year for the Rams. Hey, come back, get your feet wet a little bit. You got to do is stand back there and not get beat deep. Quarterback, they coming at you quick, and you got people in the stands going to be shouting with pedophile or rapist or whatever, holding up signs. That's hard, and that brings me to my next point. With this messy situation, there's going to be those 10 accusers in the stands, right? First of all, I'm going to ask you why. Like, does it make sense?
I don't know.
What is there to gain from that?
I don't know. Maybe I have no answer for it. I think it's just weird.
I mean, do you think it's going to affect him at all, though?
I don't think so. I think he's done enough paying off of everybody already, so it'll be okay.
It's going to be rowdy. The game's in Texas, like in freaking Houston. They about to crucify him.
Welcome back.
And they're working off that Astros energy still. They're still on that time. So Houston fans are poking their chest out right now. They gonna be rowdy.
Oh, bro, it's against the Texans, man. I'd be happy if the Texans won too on that.
You think it's possible? No, we that's one of our that's not one of our picks. You think it's possible?
Anything is possible in the NFL.
Do you think it's possible though? I want no political answer. You think it's possible? They're 9-1.
With Myles Garrett, no, absolutely not. And Kyle Allen, no, absolutely not.
Is it still Kyle Allen? Like what happened? I don't care.
It's the Texans, man.
I don't care. All right. Let's keep it messy. Reoccurring thing that we've been talking about this whole season with all the old guys. They trashed this year, right? Now, did you see the Russell Wilson thing when his defensive lineman cussed him out and Russ didn't do shit?
You also saw like he had a birthday party and like nobody showed up.
Let's get messy. Is that locker room done with him already?
I think so, man.
That's crazy.
I don't think it's on. I think it's more on Nathaniel Hackett. I think Nathaniel Hackett's going to be done this year.
That's fair, but the quarterback's in the locker room. You got to see him every day at practice, at dinner, at lunch.
You know what I think about Russell Wilson, and this is strange. Here's where I'm going to have some fun with this. I don't think he's a real human being. I think he's like a robot. You get where I'm going with this? Like, you see like the way he carries himself?
Brothers
like,
country, let's ride.
Dude, like, come on, man. Like, he has to say that after everything. Like, come on, man.
He's a crackhead.
I don't think he's a crackhead. I just think he's an android or something. He's an animatronic, man.
That Hollywood drugs got to him already, man.
Bro, the unlimited.
On, sometimes he sounds like corporate America. Sometimes he sounds like Rico Suave. Sometimes I'm like, bro.
Yeah, man.
You confuse me, dog.
I don't want to blame it on like, getting fucked up in football all the time, TCE and shit, but dude, he's no. Bro, I feel like bro. I truly feel like he has no personality. Like he's just
all right, you play sports. You know what I'm saying? I've played sports. We've had teammates, right? There's always that guy in the locker room that but
you can't be your quarterback, bro.
If that guy's your leader, are you gonna be able to just take him seriously ever? Like that guy leads you.
I thought he was a good leader in Seattle. I don't know what I'm seeing here though, man. It's so weird. It is weird, and like I said, I feel like he's an animatronic man. Like I feel like he's robotic. I feel like everything he says is not genuine. He does take accountability. I'll give him that, but I don't know. Is this team too young for him? Maybe is it too young of a team?
I don't think so. I think he's too corny. Bro.
He's corny as fuck, bro.
I hate to say it because I try to defend him as much as I could,
Me
I can't take
too.
it anymore.
I can't either, but I
I
think
I've been what it's like it's like a train wreck. You don't want to take your eyes off of it, but you got to keep watching. Or you're driving and you see this multi-car accident on the side. You rubberneck, right? I've been rubbernecking this team the whole time. Cause I'm like, I got to see what happens next. It's like a storybook. Like it's like the funniest story I've ever read. And
bro.
this weekend put the nail in that coffin. Like, bro, they his teammate yelled at, bro. If somebody got my face like that on the sideline, and if I don't show any emotion, cut me right there. Because I mean, I'm not even there, right? Russell Wilson just looked at him and just nodded his head. You got this 6'5", 350 pound yelling at you, and you had no movement whatsoever. I would if he didn't, bro. If you're my quarterback, you need to bark back like, "Hey, bitch, don't talk to me like that. Cuz sit down. Like, let me see that side of you."
I don't see that spark in Russ this year, and it's weird, man.
Sierra
It's
got a whip.
unlimited, bro.
Sierra said, "So what? Oh, so what?" Then you had a
Bro,
house with 12 bathrooms,
oh my God.
or 19 bathrooms, something like that.
He's got
I
more
don't know, man.
bathrooms than
That locker room does not want him there.
he's
But
got more
Hackett
bathrooms
needs
in
to
that
go
house.
ASAP.
He's got more bathrooms and rooms in the house than he has wins, bro.
It's gonna be the same way the whole year too.
I agree. I think it's gonna be the same, but I think Hackett. I want to put it on Hackett because like he doesn't look like he knows what he's doing
All
either.
right, give me a piece of the pie. 50, like what, 55, 60, 45. Like, what's up? Who gets what?
60-40, 60 in favor of Hackett.
So Hackett 60 to blame. With that being said, I will say Hackett gets 80% of my blame. I think Hackett is
I say 40 only because I've seen plays in the first like 5 games where Wilson had open receivers to easily connect
all right,
and
I'll go
didn't.
65. I go 65, 68.7. 68.7 Nathaniel Hackett, and then the rest of that number goes to Russell Wilson. Because at the end of the day, as a quarterback, you got to be able to overcome your coach. Like sometimes you got to be able to overcome your coach. And
He did it in Seattle. Look where he's at now.
Pete Carroll is for real. He's
I
clear.
know.
He's
I
proving
know.
that
But
as we
he
speak.
became his coach and got his trade and got the fuck out. And we
That
thought it was
doesn't
Pete.
count, bro.
We thought it was Pete the whole
Oh
time.
yeah,
Pete
no, my bad, Pete. Hey, Pete. Just so you know, Pete, back when I was in high school, I was willing to move from Kissimmee, Florida, all the way to California for you. I was like, I'll go to USC. What's the tuition? Because of you. Just so you know that. Well, Reggie Bush, first of all, and then you. Y'all were the reason I was thinking about going. But anyway, man, that was that Seattle situation was a lot more Carroll than we thought. And this Denver situation is a lot of Hackett on the negative side. I would have fired him. I would have already been fired him, but like, let him honor his first year. Maybe he could turn it around. But I would have been fired him because he's already lost the locker room. That one's already dead. But your quarterback and your head coach both lose the locker room, you're in a heap of trouble. And the problem with Russ is that they owe him $250 million. God damn. They screwed that one up. All right. Another old quarterback, the guy who couldn't breathe on Sunday Night Football after we whooped that ass. Is it time for the Packers to pass the keys over to Jordan Love?
It's time for the Packers to wake up and like stop getting into a battle with their own quarterback. Like you needed a receiver. Don't go get Sammy Watkins. I'm sorry. Don't
The
go get
ship
Sammy
has sailed, brother. He's been asking for receivers for a while. He's been asking for help for a while.
I know, and I think the Packers are stupid. I think they're stupid. You paid this man to come back. All right. You got to get him a receiver. That's the only issue with this team. That is the
Christian
only
Watson's the guy.
Huh?
Christian Watson is that guy.
He scored 3 touchdowns in one game. Come on.
Yo, he scored 6 touchdowns in the last 3 games.
Romeo Dobbs was doing it before he was
Romeo
there.
Dobbs was hurt. Now they got Dobbs and Christian Watson and Randall Cobb.
You know what they should have never did? Who's that white boy that's on Buffalo now that he had? that he had a hard on for. Should have never.
Oh my god!
This all started when they got
What
rid of
was
that.
his name? Oh my god! I
When
got
they got rid of that boy, it's a nice piece of IKEA furniture
yeah.
made.
He had to go take some ayahuasca for him.
All I'm saying is once they got rid of that boy, shit went downhill. You know it too. You know it too.
I know. Hold on. I gotta say his name. I won't feel right if I don't say it. Unless they already cut him, because Kumaro. He's on
Kumaro.
IR right now.
Yeah. When they got
Jake
rid
Kumaro.
when they got rid of,
It was over.
I've never seen somebody throw a bitch fit for getting rid of their fifth or sixth receiver.
But it was more about the relationship. That's what he said. That was his homie. That was his BFF. Imagine, look, sometimes, like when I was in high school, when I played high school football, initially my locker was next to our freshman running back, but he got too good. So they put me in the corner so he could have his space. And I was next to the kicker. Yo, the kicker, me and the kicker became boys. He gave me the football the last game of the season. If that wasn't our last game of the season, and then the next season we came back, and I found out he wasn't on the team no more, I'm like, yo, why you got rid of him for, dog? So I get it. I get it.
I don't think it's time for them to change Aaron Rodgers over yet. I think they need to do right by Aaron Rodgers. If you
What have they done for him lately, or what has he done for them lately?
That is true. That is true. But I think ownership has to, lead by example on this. If you re-sign this guy and you give him whatever to throw to, like, come on, let's be real. Let's be real.
Can I interest you in Brett Favre? The same exact shit happened with him. Literally, Jordan Love is on his third year, and Aaron Rodgers came in, starting after his third year.
True. This could be the goodbye Aaron.
They got history doing this.
No, they do. You're right. They do. I mean, it could happen. It could happen. I just think it's just ownership playing hardball and not getting a receiver when you can easily make a pitch at Odell and get him there, but they're probably just like, we're not going to do it.
Odell ain't trying to take his repaired hamstring up. ACL up there.
And as Odell shouldn't, but in the beginning of the season, they should have tried to take care of shit like that, but they didn't.
No, they should have took care of Devontae Adams off the rip.
No, they should have.
That's where they best. I mean, they pissed him off to the point in which he was like, nah, I don't want your money. Get me out of here. Let me go play with Hall of Fame or quote unquote Derek Carr, trash ass, over Aaron Rodgers.
I mean,
I think they should pass him. I think it's time. I think they should send Aaron on his way. Hey, look,
Aaron was on a show today, and he was like, "I'm open to them sitting me the rest of the season."
There we go. And you know who he's going to play for next? The Jets. Little Brett Favre action.
I would be okay with that 100%.
The bad man himself. He's like, I'm gonna take my talents to New York, bitch.
He's got talent. He's got talent there to play with, so I'd be okay with that.
Hey, listen, they gonna realize what's his name made the dude. Mike White is a good quarterback, but he ain't Aaron Rodgers. Put Aaron Rodgers with Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore, Corey Davis, and then Breece Hall will be back next year. Then we'll see.
All right, stop.
Hey.
Don't get me excited.
Hey, we could go ahead and share this in a year when it happens. That I said it. All right. Next old quarterback, Mr. Tom Brady. Embarrassing loss this weekend. They're now 5-6. The divorce ain't really final to me because he's still looking the same to me. And we're talking about, he's 2-0 since the divorce. He had to make a comeback. To beat the trash-ass Rams because now we do know that they are trash. At home, mind you, a trash-ass Rams. He had to make a comeback. And he barely held off Geno Smith of the Seahawks all the way in Germany, where Seahawks were coming from a flight that's 3 hours behind. The boys was asleep in that game and still almost beat Tom Brady. And then he loses to Mr. What's his name from the Browns, and now he's got to deal with this Monday Night Football against the House of Horror Saints. Uh, if you have to give him, split it up, blame in Tampa, how would you split that up? You could bring in anybody, players, coaches, GMs, fans. I don't care.
I mean, the GM is irrelevant to me. Like, I don't know why they gave him a contract extension because Tom Brady called him. He didn't call Tom Brady.
We know that.
I know, but people think he's the greatest GM in the
Oh,
NFL.
believe me, we know. The 49ers said no. The Chargers said no. The Raiders said no. And the Dolphins said, please hold. He's like, okay. hey, Jason, what's up, baby?
Everybody wants to put the blame on Leftwich. Everybody wants to put the blame on Leftwich, but
he's a black coordinator,
Of course. What do you expect?
Black head coach and black coordinator. They're gonna get all the blame.
They loved him last year and when they won the Super Bowl.
Oh, they sure did. They sure did.
I don't know. I want to put more of the blame on Tom, but the O-line is just really, really bad. If the O-line was complete, we would not be having this conversation, I feel like.
Are we sure?
I'm pretty sure. Like, Tristan Wirfs is no slouch. What's the guy that they lost beginning of the season, the redhead that they got from the Ravens?
From the Ravens?
Yeah, the center.
I know that Alan Marpet is gone.
Yeah, Marpet retired. Apple's gone.
Ryan
Jensen,
yeah.
He's a strong force. It's hard for me to point fingers, but if I had to point him, I would point him at Tom because like Tom's been in this situation before with a shitty O-line and got things done, and he had a pretty good year, and then he forced his way out of New England. But I don't know. I would say Bowles has got some blame in this too, though. You got to put a little bit of blame on
I didn't want
Bowles.
to, but I have to.
I don't want to either, but I have to as well. And Bowles has always been like an animatronic man to me too. It's gonna be that type of year for that. The fucking list that he got. Fuck, I miss him as the Jets head coach, man.
No, you don't. You got Mr. Saleh over there.
I love Saleh though. I do, but I do miss Bowles. Bowles is a good head coach.
He's a good guy. That's what it is. He's a good guy.
Good head coach too. It's 50-50 for me on that. I'll put 50-50
between Bowles and Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Or coaching staff and Tom.
Coaching staff and Tom. All coaching staff.
For me, I like to give Tom Brady the blame when I can because even though he's a Michigan alum, he played for the Patriots for way too long, and I started hating him. So I don't hate the guy, but I put blame on him though for being in the situation in the first place. His ass should have stayed retired. He did not want to play for the Bucs this year. He was missing days in practice. He's been distracted all year, going through a public divorce against the #1 model in the world. What the hell did he expect to happen? On top of the fact that you already knew your offensive line was banged up when you took those 11 days off because they started getting hurt while you're taking those 11 days off. You don't come to practice on Wednesdays. You miss walkthroughs on Saturdays to go to weddings and shit. I want to put a lot of blame in him because he should not be playing in the first place. Like, we would not be giving the Bucs all this shit if it was Blaine Gabbert playing quarterback. You know what I'm saying? If it was the dude Kyle Trask playing quarterback.
He wouldn't give them shit either if he would have just played. If he would have just like didn't say I'm retiring and come back.
Or that. But like he wanted to retire because that was real. He's wanted to go because he wants to go play with the Dolphins. As you can see, Tua is thriving down there. And so that's what he wanted. And at the same time, he's trying to save his merit. Like the dude, I got to give him blame. I'm sorry. Like he put his team through his public life, and now they got to deal with his public life, and at the same time stay healthy with all the pressure and then they get left high and dry by Bruce Arians. And now they just hand the team off to Todd Bowles, and Todd Bowles like, oh shit,
I know it doesn't.
I gotta figure this out on the fly, right? And then Byron Leftwich should have took that job in Jacksonville or somewhere. Houston, I don't care. Get out of that situation because I foresaw this. I foretold this. I've been saying this all year long. It does not smell right in Tampa right now. It smells like red tide with what's going on over there. So I had a feeling, and I'm saying, man, like Tom shouldn't be in the situation in the first place. So I want to give him a lot of blame. I don't, you know what I've always said about Light, the GM. I think he's pretty trash. He got lucky, and now everyone's realizing he's trash. The Glazers need to sell the team in Manchester United because that's my squad, and they need to sell this team as well because they don't really give a shit. They're just out here, Glazer Museum. They're just out here making money. That's what they're about. They're about making money. So, but to me, it all comes back to the quarterback because that's how the NFL works. It comes back to the quarterback. That's just how it's supposed to be. Because God forbid this quarterback was Jameis Winston doing the same exact thing right now, and everybody be, it's Jameis. It's Jameis. Oh my God, Jameis, he sucks. I don't be hearing that with Tom. Oh, he's so sad. Why did Giselle do this to him? Oh, his kids don't love him. Everyone wants to come to his defense. I'm like, yo, no, I want him to get the same energy. Go blue, but still, he deserves that same energy. So I got to get off my chest because I've been holding that in all day long.
I'm on the same page as you, man. Everyone's quick to come to his defense, but like he's definitely got some sticky fingers too somewhere, man.
Sticky fingers, bro. Onyx. All right. Last NFL topic. Is it worth it to be the LA Rams right now? So what I mean, everybody said F them picks, F them picks, F them picks. We all in. We all in. Everybody was like, yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it. Go all in. Da, 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 da. They won the Super Bowl, right? Fantastic. Look at me now. Like Chris Brown and Buster said, look at them now. Was it worth it? Everybody hurt. Ain't nobody playing no more. They've all cashed in, and they're at home playing 2K right now. Was it worth it?
I still think it's worth it because you won the Super Bowl and everybody's hurt. Literally everybody's hurt on the team.
But now you're about to have one of the worst records in the NFL. You don't got your draft picks. You not one, not two, not three, not four, not five. Like they have nothing.
KK, fuck them picks, bro.
And all right, and then look, when they come back next year, Stafford's a year older. I mean, he had one decent season. Like, come on, Aaron Donald was already mulling retirement. He may not even come back next year. Let's keep it a buck. He might not even come back. Jalen Ramsey has been just, I don't know, not the best corner in the league anymore.
Yeah.
Now they don't have Cooper Kupp. They don't have Allen Robinson. They have they got rid of Henderson. Like, they're trying out new running backs. And still, they're about to come back next year with even less talent. So again, F them picks, but
I told you, I saw this brewing not beginning of the season, like couple games in. I said they're going through an identity crisis right now. And it started off at the running back position, but like there's a lot of things going on internally that just don't smell right in LA. I don't know what it is. So I think in the end, yeah, fuck those picks. You got your Super Bowl out of it.
So it was worth it.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
You got your Super Bowl out of it. But in the long run, it's going to hurt you. Now we get to see what type of head coach McVay is. And I got faith in the guy. I like him a lot. I don't want to root against him. The GM.
That's where it is for me.
Me too. Might want to stop saying fuck them picks now. Worry about the picks now.
Because I do have faith in McVay as well, but now you got to be a good GM. Look, I need you to go out there and, like, you need to go make some signings. Like, you need to go bring in some players. Because this does not smell good right now.
The whole movement behind the fuck them picks was definitely to win the Super Bowl that year. And that's what happened. You won. Okay.
At home, too, which is cool.
Now we got to see what type of GM he really is. So it was worth it, yes, but in the long run, no, right now. So I'm 50-50 on it.
I wasn't worth it for a team that just won the Super Bowl like 5 years ago. In case anybody forgot, like 4 or 5 years ago, the Philadelphia Eagles did win the Super Bowl, and we looking good anyway. The feeling that I had that day, in that week, in that season, that month, I can't explain it to you, bro, because you never experienced it. It's a fantastic feeling.
When Tom Brady loses, I win the Super Bowl.
No, you don't get it, bro. It's very good. It feels right. However, then it's over, and it was like, now what, right? So, if to me you're good 1 year and bad the next three, was it worth it? Yeah, it's worth it when you tell your grandkids in 40 years. But in the moment, I don't know. It does not feel good for me. One year I'm in the Super Bowl, and the next year I'm 3-8. With my quarterback on IR, my two best receivers on IR, my best defensive tackles on IR. OBJ doesn't come back. Like everything is gone that you just had. It was all good just a week ago, like Too Short said to Jay-Z. So was it worth it? I don't know, man. To be continued, but in the present, I don't think so. But hey, coaches get we think about it. Doug Peterson won the Super Bowl, and 2 years later we fired him. Okay, like that. That is how quickly that hangover is. Like, all right, now what? So I don't know. That's. I'll leave it there. We'll get back to the NFL when we do our pick'ems at the end. Let's just kind of run through. Nothing really major. I just want to, the NBA has been about a month and change on now, so I just want to open the floor to you. Is there anything in the NBA that has intrigued you? Anything that you've been following along with?
I mean, Ben Simmons was balling for a little bit, and then Ben Simmons got hurt.
If we could go a whole episode without mentioning Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons, that would be a record. I don't think we have missed an episode without those three being mentioned.
I don't think so either, man. It's just the Nets are a fucking joke, man.
Damn, Cleveland is beating my Phillies 76ers ass right now. It's 82-55.
Y'all got like nobody playing right now.
Embiid is back, bro.
Embiid is back?
Yeah, but I can't tell. Maybe I hope he's not playing this game. But anyway, how you feeling about the Knicks? What's going on there?
They look good, man. Like Jalen Brunson looks really good at running that offense. I like it. It's taking less stress off of RJ Barrett. They're losing close games. That sucks. That really sucks to see. But almost beat the Grizzlies the other night, which was nice to watch.
You're not first and last.
Sure, watch them lose.
Let me pull up the standings here. Actually, I haven't even actually paid attention to the standings.
I think they're 9-10. That's what they are.
The Knickerbockers are 10-11 currently.
11. Okay.
They'd be in that 10th seed for that play-in tournament.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be playing. Yo, imagine the playing game, Brooklyn versus New York. That's what it would be right now. That would be fun. That would be hella fun. You be like Pat Bev on the table. It'll be everybody celebrating.
Oh my god. I mean, I'm proud with them. It's a tough division out east, so it's a lot of talent out.
It's hella hard now.
And they're beating some pretty good teams that I watched them beat. The Celtics, though, bro. Celtics have been going on a tirade, man. Like,
Udoka was the problem. He was so distracted with Shorty, he didn't realize what he had right in front of him. Like this Celtics team, oh my god, would have gentlemen swept the Warriors. Gentlemen swept them.
We'll see.
I don't know how. Like I still look back. I don't know how the Warriors won the championship this past season. They were not the most talented team in the playoffs. I'm sorry. Okay. The Boston Celtics, to me, have been the most talented team for the last 8 months now. I don't know, man. I don't know how they pulled it off.
I don't know. I haven't been watching a lot of basketball lately. I haven't watching a
Yo,
lot of. I'm watching soccer nonstop now.
yeah,
So
exactly. That's why I said like that's why like I didn't really make a topic with this NBA part. I'm like, yo, is there anything that's intriguing to you? I mean, who's your MVP so far? Mine's Luca. I mean, I think Luca's him.
Luka's, yeah, Luka is him. Like he's got to win it sometime, man. I hope it's just now. Like
But
I hope
Jason Tatum
now.
was saying, "Hold my beer," and Giannis
Jason,
is like, "Yo, you hold my
yeah,
beer too."
yeah. Giannis is like, you know what I do every night? Look at the numbers.
Yeah, but Jason, no, Jason Tatum is he's for real.
It's for real.
Anybody out west intrigue you?
Lakers won a few games.
And then they were up 17 on the Pacers.
Lost on
Blew
the
it,
last shot
blew it.
right in LeBron's face.
Ah,
Who made that shot too?
I don't even know the guy's name.
Me either, bro.
Never heard of him in my
Me
life.
either. It's probably like the one story he's gonna tell his grandkids when he gets old.
Bruh, if I hit a game-winning three in LeBron's grill, my that better be on my tombstone.
Hey, shout out to Kendrick Perkins too for like putting LeBron's stat at his age 20 and like age 39 now, or whatever the fuck he is. Like, good for you, bro. Like Kendrick Perkins realizes ball, and LeBron is balling. I don't care what y'all say. He may be on the trash ass Lakers, but LeBron is balling. LeBron is not the problem.
Yo, so I put in on something on Instagram or whatever. I commented on a post on Sports Center's page. It's generated a lot of comments and likes and shit, right? But there's these two people who are arguing on this post, talking about Kobe. I mean, talking about LeBron, old LeBron versus old Michael Jordan, and then Steph Curry versus LeBron James. And I'm like, I had to chime in because, like, yo, they were making fun of LeBron the other night. Oh, he only scored 22 points, game-winning shot, blah, 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 in front of his face. I was like, yo, and this is a true story. If you don't believe me, Michael Jordan scored under 10 points 12 times while he was with Washington. Under 10 points 12 times while he was with Washington. LeBron has not scored under 10 points in 1,200 games. That was in 2010 or something like that. So slow your roll, bro. LeBron is LeBron is not the problem. Well, LeBron could be the problem because he turns the ball over a lot more than he used to, and he's not playing defense right now because he's old and slow. So that's part of the problem. For me, they just got it. Anthony Davis had some monster games. He needs to play like that for the rest of his career, that prime that he has left. He needs to give that kind of maximum effort every night. Because that's the Anthony Davis that, bro, he was dropping 36, 18, 5, and 5.
Top 75.
He got to play like that I mean, how he played that last week without LeBron, that was top 75 AD. All these other times has been why is in the league AD. So it's like he needs
Dude,
to
I
play
saw
like
that
that.
video of him slipping. Oh my God. Like, come on, man. Come on.
Yo, my heart can't take all this shit with AD, bro.
I feel like we talk about AD too much too on this
That's
show.
another guy. AD, Kyrie, Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons. Oh shit, that's hilarious. Phoenix is first in their division right now. They've won 5 in a row. Sacramento's got a winning record right now. They look fun.
Mike Brown deserves a coaching job, man.
I got to give him that. Got to give him that. The Clippers without Kawhi Leonard doesn't want to play basketball anymore. Apparently, I saw him in a commercial. I was like, "Yo, what are you doing, bro? Like, you don't even play basketball anymore."
It's the New Balance commercial. New Balance. We got
New
next.
Balance.
Kawhi.
It was New Balance. I was like, "Yo, what are you doing, bro? Like, what is this CGI
Kawhi.
shit? Because I know that's not you. This special effects is crazy."
He's
All
another
right, I'm doing
animatronic person
now.
who must
Really
emulate
quickly
human
with the World
emotions.
Cup. Really
Huh?
quickly with the World Cup. You've
Oh,
obviously been watching a lot more than me.
oh man, I
What are
love
your
these
biggest surprises, biggest disappointments, and give me what you think USA is going to accomplish?
biggest surprises, man. I said it on the show that we would beat England, bro. I'm happy with a tie. To tie those guys they're like I think fourth or fifth favorite to win. I
Bill,
mean,
yeah.
that's
So,
big.
yeah.
That's big. We took their cookies, man. That is big for us to do. So hats off to them for tying that. Um, and everyone's on Christian Pulisic dick. Like he's a good player. He's a good striker. Um, but you got to like first off, Vic at Townie Sports has been onto something all year.
Oh, that league, that team.
Leeds United.
Yeah,
Okay,
Leeds United. He's been
if you like
he's
Ted
right. I
Lasso,
paid attention to it.
if you like Ted Lasso, if you love that show, Leeds United is what is going on over there. They have an American head coach, and two of our players that are representing for the U.S. play there. And Aronson and Tyler Adams. And Tyler Adams is the best player. He's the captain of the team. He's our best player. He saved our ass the first game, and he's been all over the fucking field, man. That kid is gold and going to be a star. I heard like bigger clubs are looking at him now and wanting to reach out to him because they've been seeing the way he plays. And Aronson, like, he should be starting. It's hard to see him come off the bench, but I got no beef with it. My only takeaway from the Americans this year is, and I've been going, me, Vic, and Sammy have a chat that we just go back and forth in soccer all fucking day. Is the coaching. Berhalter's kind of like a weird coach. Like last game against Iran, like he was making the weirdest subs. He was bringing in more defenders. And Shaq Moore, if you put Shaq Moore in the game one more time, I swear to God, man, that guy is the biggest headache to watch, man. Shaq Moore sucks. But everybody's balling. And I didn't realize we had a lot of players that played for the Premier League or play like professional overseas. I thought
Listen, about to be man, you baby.
yeah, I see that. They're trying to pry him away. But yeah, man, like they starting an entire team that was not one MLS player on it, I think was really, really good idea because you got guys that have exposure to playing like real soccer.
Real competition, yeah.
Yeah. And they did well. The last like 2 minutes was my heart was in my throat watching that game.
Yeah, Rams trying to give us everything they had left.
Yeah, it was tough, but biggest surprise for me was definitely that game. That was a big one. Obviously Saudi Arabia beating Argentina in the opening match, like
Hey, but
that's
shout out to Argentina for staying
yeah,
strong and making it to the knockout stage.
exactly. Mexico losing is another tough one. That's crazy. They won their game, but because of I think it came down to yellow cards is what it came down. I know it was points, I think.
Yeah, that was the only win that they had of this whole of their thing because Argentina went 2-1.
I know,
Poland and
but
both of them went 1-1.
yeah, but there were me and Sammy and Vic were talking about it's like they at the time until Saudi Arabia scored, it
Oh,
was points.
it
It was
was
the point. They were tied. So
yeah,
then it would have gone to goals and they had the same amount of goals.
yeah.
Then it would have gone to wins, points, and then it would have gone to goals, and then it would have gone to yellow
It
cards.
got
And
to
Mexico
yellow,
would have
yeah.
automatically gone because they have more yellow cards. So
Crazy.
look at that. Um, but yeah, Senegal too, man. Senegal's
West
crazy.
Africa, baby.
Yeah. There's African teams put in the work, man.
And
Gotta
it
you got
makes me so mad that Nigeria decided to be assholes this
there's
time around.
there's a lot of them. I mean, Egypt too. I feel like Egypt would have put up more of a fight than Qatar definitely or Saudi Arabia for sure. With Mo Salah out there.
I mean, Saudi Arabia did their thing a little bit.
They did, but they fizzled out every other game.
Well,
Uh,
yeah, that was just a shocker at the beginning.
you don't have Italy. You don't have Italy in this World Cup. You don't have Colombia in this World Cup. That's two big
Yeah,
countries.
there was some glaring ones.
You don't have Sweden in this one. So there's a lot of big name players that aren't representing their country in this. But we get the Netherlands next, and the Netherlands historically great.
Yeah.
I have not been impressed by the Netherlands in this World Cup at all, man. So
So they've played Senegal, Ecuador, and Qatar.
mhm.
I'm sure I knew they did well against Qatar. How did they do against Senegal and how did they do against Ecuador?
They tied. They tied against. Look at it. They tied. Like they didn't really play like the
But
Netherlands.
they have two dubs.
They had two dubs, yeah, and then they tied against. I think it was, but like if you look at the goals that they're scoring, it's like nothing. It's going like 1-0 or something like that.
Yeah.
This is a team. This is a country that has Van Persie, that has fucking Memphis Depay, or had Van Persie back in the day, but has Memphis Depay now, has the dude from Liverpool. They got a star-studded team and they're not showing out. So I mean, it's going to be tough for the US to win, don't get me wrong. And Vic is the worst cheerleader for me whenever I listen, like watch soccer with him. So he's like, "Oh, we can do this," but Sammy's like, "Dude, they're playing like not the way they do. Like anything is like the US. I feel like it's playing with more heart and more passion."
Yeah. Watching that Iran game, I was like, oh, this looks a little different. They look a lot more like a team. Like they look like they finally look like they've been here before. Like right in the past, I'm like, yo, they don't even know if they don't even act like they've been here before. But like, I'm like, okay, they look like, all right. I see something here that I didn't think I was gonna see. So I'll give them credit. Like I said, I right now with the World Cup, I'll plug in a lot more when the knockout stage starts. But my busyness level was high, but
Yeah, no.
I didn't think the U.S. was going to be able to do this well. So now I'm like, all right, yeah, I made it. Now let me see what's going on, and then I want to see my boy Messi. If we can't get there, I want to see my boy Messi get one last hurrah,
I want my boy Ronaldo to get that
and that's
one.
what we want. We want to see Ronaldo or Messi at the end at some point.
All I can say is France, they are a squad.
Yeah, we do
Brazil,
this
they no, because they don't have a full roster out there. But even the
still.
guys up there, they still like a squad. Brazil, they are squad. And Spain, oh my God, Spain looks amazing.
Yeah.
Spain looks amazing. And who's the other
Germany
one?
held their own too.
Germany gonna be gone, bro. Germany's gone.
Are they gone?
They're gonna be gone. Yeah. I think they have two losses, I think.
Oh shit! No,
They're
they got
done.
one loss and one draw. Oh yeah, they ain't gonna make it because Costa Rica got 3 points, Japan got 3 points, and they got one. It's possible.
Possible.
It's possible. Yeah, it's possible. All right, that's the show. That is it. Not really, because we gotta do pick'ems.
You're still winning.
um, I
You're
got
winning by
5 pretty
three.
good games. What's the score right now?
You're winning by three.
By 3. That's it.
By three.
I gotta pull away from you at some point. Do we come up with the prize yet? Are you getting me lunch?
Your lunch, fuck. I'll buy you lunch every day if you want.
You
Screw it,
getting me
bro.
lunch? We're gonna go to the green store and you'll give me some lunch. All right.
All right, that's fine.
All right. First game. Bills at Patriots Thursday night football. Funny enough, they both playing back-to-back Thursday night football games, which is Thursday games, which is pretty interesting.
It's very weird.
The weird thing about it, so the Bills have dominated the Patriots lately. The
Mhm.
Bills are only 3.5-point favorites. So interesting. Go ahead.
Bills. Give me the Bills.
Same. Same. Jags at Lions.
Ooh, I like that one.
I like it too.
Man, you know I'm a Dan Campbell fan. Give me Dan.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, my only thing I'm scared about. They've won too many games in a row. I think they're at 4. I think they're at 3 or 4 now. And I don't be trusting teams going on long winning streaks like that when they're not accustomed to it. They've won. Oh no, they just lost the last one. So before that, they had won 3 in a row. Oh yeah, I'm definitely taking the Lions. Then they're coming
Time
off
to
of a
click on
loss.
that horse.
They coming off of a loss, easy. All right, Dolphins at 49ers. Mike McDaniel already got to make that homecoming.
That's a good one.
I know this is a good weekend of football.
Dolphins at 49ers.
Yeah.
I'm going 49ers. Because you gave me that number how much fucking points that Dolphins defense lets up.
I'm gonna go. That one's really tough. This
It is
this
tough.
game will tell me everything I need to know about both of those teams. If they're
Me too.
both going in full strength, that's what I really want to see. We're gonna find out who for real. Do I think that I think God, part of me doesn't want to pick this, but I'm going to go with the Dolphins because I think this is going to mean more to Mike McDaniels to go be his mentor. And he's going to go in there and every trick play he can think of, he's going to bring it out. And as much as I respect the 49ers, I'm going to rock with the Dolphins on this one.
Okay.
Another good game. Chiefs at Bengals. AFC
Ooh.
Championship repeat.
Give me my homie, bro. I'm sorry. He's
He mad.
Oh,
He's big mad.
He's mad.
5 touchdowns. I'm going with Mahomes too. He going in there. Cause he even said it when they beat Tampa Bay earlier this year.
Is Eli Apple still there in Cincinnati?
Huh? Eli?
I
think so.
Yeah, he gonna get toasted, bro.
But yeah, he said earlier this year when they beat the Bucks, that was the first time he played them at the stadium since the Super Bowl. He's like, yeah, it was in the back of my head. if that Super Bowl that long ago was in the back of his head, this game, oh yeah, he throw for 600 yards. And then the last one, Saints at Bucks, Monday Night Football, House of Horrors for Tom.
I'm going with the Bucks. But if Jameis starts, I want to change my pick.
I don't know if the defense is playing, like if Marshawn Lattimore is healthy, and I don't know if the defensive end is healthy, Cameron Jordan. If they're not healthy, I don't think if they're not healthy, I gotta go with the Bucks. I gotta damn. I really don't want to pick the Bucks.
I mean, Tom got out of the House of Horrors first game against him.
I'm only up by 3. I'll let you make a little comeback. I'm picking the Saints. I don't know. Well, hold on. Let me just check. Okay. Cameron Jordan. I gotta see, because if he's playing, that's the key. What's the news saying right now? Alvin Kamara was out the last day. Cam Jordan is expected. Okay, so Cam Jordan's coming back. Okay, he's good. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm going with the Saints. I'm going with the Saints.
Take them.
That's it.
All right. Rattle it off.
You got it, boy.
All right. So Instagram, find us at fair_weather_pod. Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, you can find us at the at Fairweather Podcast. And wherever you subscribe or listen to podcasts, you can get the audio there. What's your word of advice?
Tom Brady described this season as like going into the army, and then he described his battle with the Saints as Tyson Holyfield. The dude don't lost his mind, bro. My word of advice, Tom, go get your back. That's my word of advice. Because he had a hoodie on the other day. The man looked like he don't lost 60 pounds already. I'm like, bro, what is wrong with this dude? Like,
this is not right.
He does not look right. So my word of advice: don't leave the supermodel, bro. Don't let the supermodel walk out the door because of a game. So when she tells you to turn the game off, turn the damn game off. That's it.
My word of advice: Saturday, watch U.S. versus Netherlands.
What time is that game?
I want to say 2. I could be wrong though.
Man, if you're gonna tell people to watch, you gotta let them know.
Yeah, man, you adults.
It's a 10 a.m. game.
10 a.m. All right, there we go. 10 a.m.
Bright and early, right before college football. You guys got plenty of time.
Is there college football this week?
Yeah, championship weekend.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
We play Purdue. Right. Oh, really quickly, if you follow along with college football rankings, it's number 1 is Georgia, number 2, University of Michigan, number 3, TCU having a magical season, number 4, your boys, USC is back.
Right on.
USC has baby. Utah this weekend championship. If USC loses, Ohio State will find a way to backdoor into the playoffs, which is annoying, but that is the case. And all right, everybody, take care. Peas, beans, and collard greens, whatever they say.
Peace.